This is Dion So Cole, and this is my week 3 reflection video from our training that we had this week. One of the things we went over is our create image views and how they work and what they are, and that they are things that are objects rather than take up space on our screens, and looking at them and setting them up. One of the things we have to do is make sure we set up our main window and do a layout of vertical, because that's how we want our the images to pop up on our screen. And when we have our images, we have to make sure we put them in a folder. Mine I named pics, and make sure the pics folder are in a resources folder so they can be accessed by either the iPhone or the Android outside of those folders, so we can, if we set our codes up, and pull them in and go from there. Now I set up 2 variables for our images inside the pics folder, and when we do set up a create image view, we have to make sure that we set a path and identify where we're going to pull it from, so that our images can, so it knows to pull our images from this particular folder. If we did it just with just the image name, it wouldn't pull up, it wouldn't show, because it doesn't know where to go and get it from. And the same thing here when I did it with my second image, and you see we added to the window for the first image and added to the window second image, and when we show it, it pops up and it looks like this with our 2 images here. And I put a space there at top, which makes it relative to each of the images. The second one, as you can see, has a top of 5 right here, and it shows up to being relative to that. Now, if we wanted to have more than one picture show, we would definitely see we have to set up a loop. As you can see, I have more than one picture here. So let's just do that really quickly so that we can see how to set that up, so that we're not missing out on any of our pictures and setting up an array of things for us to use. Now how we do that, we have our array there, and we set up our for loop to run through it all. And let me just cancel out a couple of things. Now when we do that, you can see we have a for loop of the images, and we set them up there to run through everything. The images length, and our pics folder we have to put in there again to tell it where they will get it from, and our images. So when we run that, we will get all 4 of our images, which will show up in the side of that. So then that way we don't have to create a variable for each and every last one of our images. We have a whole bunch of these in there. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4 that pops up. And also what we can do is, instead of writing a for loop to go through all these, we have a lot, we can set our system up to do everything by simply just going through and having the TI file system will get the file, which tells us that we want to go and get our file system to our pics folder automatically, and set up a variable to do the same thing, so we don't have to do an array of a bunch of images, type in a whole bunch of images right in here. So we can comment that out, and we can run it again, and we can see that, oh, there's a, see that problem, I left that there. Debugging, one of the things we went over, and we run it again. And it should do the same thing as in our array right here, which pretty much goes through all of our pictures and pull them up, and there they are again.